the person injured here and assaulted was a person who is
75 years old.
Oh
10,
my God.
10 years past.
What
I'm
happened to
sorry.
her?
I'm sorry. We're speaking here. Your outburst, go in the jail and make the outbursts if that's what you need to do.
Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a clip from Judge John Stevens at the Jefferson County Criminal District Court in Texas. He is arraigning a woman who beat up an elderly woman, and their two stories are very different. I'll let you guys be the judge.
23 CR 955 is now called Courtney Freeman, the state of Texas versus Courtney Freeman. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Present with your attorney, Mr. Dusler, and the state's attorney.
She's here.
You were charged in this case with the third-degree felony of injury to a child or disabled person or elderly person. It's like in this case, it must be elderly. And you have a prior conviction in 2018 out of the court next door. So this third-degree felony, if you're found guilty of all of this, then it's enhanced to a second-degree felony of no less than no more than 20 years confinement and a fine up to $10,000. Do you understand what you were facing? All right, well, Mr. Dusler.
She doesn't believe she's guilty of the case and has to be settled in the trial docket.
Okay, who is this person, Sharon Willis? Are you related?
Grandmother,
No.
right? Okay, go ahead.
My mother is Lucille Carter.
I'm just asking you, who is Sharon Willis?
I don't even know this lady. We lived in an apartment complex. I had my own apartment out there. Somebody ran in my grandmother's. This was a lady that ran inside my grandmother's house, talking on her cell phone while I was I was on the phone with IRS at the time. I had been working 45 minutes on the phone with IRS, and she came in there yelling and screaming. First of all, you walked inside my grandmother's house while we were my grandmother was sitting right there. She didn't even know you. The lady she didn't even know the lady. She just walked inside.
Well, look, we can see this in the trial. This is in the trial.
Yes,
And the police report states that this person observed you having a loud disturbance with another person, tried to assist you, and then you punched her, grabbed her clothes, grabbed her hair weave, causing her and had multiple injuries. So you can see there's a different side of the story by someone else. That's why we'll let a jury decide. You understand, of course, if you go to trial and you're convicted, you don't have a right of probation. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
All right. So that's what you're going to do. Oh, I'm sure that's not a good sign. That fell in the trash.
I'm fully clear with an understanding of what's actually just.
That's why we go to trial.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's why we go to trial. So,
Because I don't know the lady, honestly.
yeah, settle down.
One other thing.
Yeah.
I have talked with her about, she wants to try to get it resolved as soon as
Yeah.
possible.
Mhm.
And if with your permission, the judge could release me and appoint a different lawyer.
No way, I think in my bond drops,
What is
PR bond,
a PR bond? First of all, you're not even, you have a criminal history of assaultive behavior, don't you?
in
Let me see.
2012.
2018, ma'am. That's what it says, 2018. Can you verify that? She just said 12.
Yes, sir.
Can we see who's correct? Can you give me the file, please? That's to your right. Thank you.
Yes, sorry.
Oh. When was she convicted here? And first of all, it wasn't filed until, it wasn't even filed until 2013.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm asking him.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking him.
I'm pulling it up,
Thank you.
Judge, just a second.
Let's make sure this is correct. She says it's 2012. We'll see how close she is.
Placed on probation in 2013, but that was revoked in 2018.
That's when you were convicted. 2018. That's
Your
the point.
Your clerk is accurate, Judge.
Okay. All right. So this allegation is accurate. What else did you want to say? We're gonna place this on the trial docket, if that's what y'all want. Yeah, we'll place it on the trial docket, and I find good cause to release the public defender, and the next person on the trial docket will be appointed to represent you at the case, okay, at the trial. Thank you. And as far as the bond, you were asking for a bond reduction. What's your bond now? Please. First of all, it's a crime of violence. You have a previous crime of violence conviction of aggravated assault. So your criminal history is not good. The circumstances are crimes of violence. That's not good. So it kind of works against a low bond under this situation. What was that's well, on the underlying crime, do you have a judgment on that prior conviction, please?
I do, Judge.
Let me
I can print it out. Let me just get the case number.
and also this is the person injured here and assaulted was a person who is
75 years old.
Oh my
10
God.
10 years past.
What
I'm
happened
sorry.
to her?
I'm sorry. We're speaking here. Your outburst, go in the jail and make the outbursts if that's what you need to do. But we're speaking, only one person can speak.
Yes, sir.
She was 75 years old, the lady that you struck. At 65 or older, that's a felony of the third degree when you strike somebody who's deemed elderly. So she was 10 years
You got it.
elderly, about my mom's age. And I can't imagine striking somebody 75 years of age.
Sir,
Let's see.
the lady-
And a deadly weapon was used in this case. It says not a firearm. It was, do you have the indictment? You know, you're gonna get time out. You keep speaking out. Hold on. Let me look at the indictment. How far did you go in school?
I went to ninth grade, sir.
You need to complete your education whenever you can. That's important.
Yeah.
It allows people to make wiser choices in life.
It was a
This
knife that was used in that
Okay,
possession, Judge.
okay, all right. It says a deadly weapon was used in a previous, for your previous conviction, which works against you
I know.
and a lower bond. And you know what?
I apologize.
Once again, you keep interrupting. How many times do you need to get scolded on that? Please, you're going to have a chance to speak. I'll point out to you so you can speak. Okay. Man, I feel like I've got a class of kindergartners and it's all you. Oh. Here you pleaded true left. See, here's another problem with a bond. When you were on probation, the court found that you did not adhere to the probation terms, which are similar to bond conditions. Let's see, you pleaded true, or it was found true by the court that you failed to report to the probation office as you were instructed. And on several times, provided a urine sample that showed the presence of tetrahydrocannabinol or marijuana. And those are all terms and conditions of probation, which are typical terms and conditions of probation. Don't commit a crime, don't use drugs, and report regularly with your bondsman and go to court timely. Those are all things you failed to do. So that's why your bond is not reduced because you're a high risk when you consider your criminal history and your failure to follow conditions while on probation that resulted in your revocation. What was the offer on this, by the way?
5 years.
Okay, and this is What's the parole on this? Is that 50% or not?
Judge, this is Mr. Eckhart's case of,
It's, what is it when somebody's convicted? You know,
I don't believe on this offense is that it's not an aggravated.
so she'd be parolable in a quarter. of the
Yes, sir.
time?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. How long have you been in jail now? How long has she been in?
It's on you.
This year?
I'll get a specific date, Judge.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, if you change your mind, let us know, but we will put this on the trial docket. It'll be a while before it gets to trial. And if you need to pass any information, talk to Mr. Dusler. He's going to be your attorney for today. Okay? That is all. Thank you. And a lawyer will be appointed from the trial docket.
This girl has very poor impulse control. She just blurts out whatever comes to her mind. And you can't do that in a court in front of a judge. Judges don't like that, especially Judge John Stevens. You cannot talk over the judge. And I kind of take the elderly woman's side on this. I think she is probably telling the truth. But, you know, we'll see when it goes to trial. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.